Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a lot for you today on this one. Okay, so XRP is headed for mass adoption as well as the crypto space as a whole. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So we're going to cover massive legacy corporations from the conventional markets getting into crypto, big news from PayPal, and we're also going to hear from the World Economic Forum and their most recent PDF that covers many digital currencies, one of which is XRP, specifically to solve a $10 trillion problem, they say. Let's roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at @BackupBradleyAbove at the top of the screen, and everything that we're talking about here today. Well over $1 trillion, $1.4 trillion for the market cap in crypto. I want to highlight this for you. 889 billion plus market cap for Bitcoin alone. Out of the $1.4 trillion, 889 billion plus is coming from Bitcoin. Just thought you should know. Looking here, Bitcoin's market cap has surpassed 900 billion, now pulled back to 880 plus. For the first time, Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency, has exceeded cumulative market capitalization of JP Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. Oh, the conversation is very real, isn't it? Another one from Michael Val, 5 links here, says executives from trading app Robinhood, investment manager Melvin Capital, and hedge fund Citadel are expected to testify in congressional hearings scheduled on February 18th. Oh, the GameStop drama. Yeah, it continues. We'll keep an eye on it. Looking right here, the price of XRP right now is $58.45. It was taking a breath just moments ago, and it may have picked up steam again. Will we cross 60 cents? I ask this question all the time. Where is the value coming from? U.S. retail investors are handicapped at the moment, and when the market was wide open without any restrictions whatsoever, retail investors weren't able to move the market past 25 to 28 cents. Could it be that market makers are beginning to buy up the liquidity in the largest wallets on the XRP rich list? Watch my video from this morning to find out more information on that. Let's keep moving because it's about mass adoption broadly for XRP and crypto. Look at this. Version 1.7 of Ripple's Ledger, XRP Ledger, will reduce memory consumption to less than half. The new version of the reference implementation of the XRP Ledger server will reduce the memory consumption by less than half. That is amazing right there. I mean, I didn't think it could get any better, but it does. And then here's Monica Long, now the general manager of Ripple X, I believe it is, right? And she's here talking about how XRP is greener, right? It is energy light, and the XRP Ledger is 120,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin. And then she says, excuse me, proof of work. Very nice. Nice touch, Monica. Here we see some news that is just absolutely positive. And I want you to think about the fact that, you know, if you're listening to this, you are as Bradley from Litecoin says, Burlingame, I think is his name. He had said it well, and he's interviewed in the Kryptonaires movie, which you're going to see is going to be amazing. And he says, if you've been in this space in this time or at 5 years before, you're like a vanguard. There might not even be a word for it. I mean, we are pioneers in this industry. There's no question. But for the masses, for the regular consumers out here, things like this are going to tap into them and touch them because they're not going to necessarily be into crypto in the same way that you and I are, but they're going to be using it and have the ability to get it from the comfort of apps they're used to working with. Mercurio, a leading global cryptocurrency payment provider, adds Apple Pay and Google Pay support for digital asset transaction. Now, this is just connecting the dots all the way around, and it doesn't stop there. PayPal, another example of this. It's gone so well for them. They're bringing crypto assets to UK users and Venmo this year, supporting 4 crypto assets. Now let's keep this moving because we got a lot to go over. We're not going to invest corporate cash probably in sort of financial assets like that, but we want to capitalize on this growth opportunity that's in front of us. PayPal is absolutely tickled about the benefits of adding the cryptocurrency platform. That's why they've made the decision to move forward, because they are the parent company of Venmo. They are also adding cryptocurrency there as well. All right, so now Twitter is exploring whether to follow in Tesla's footsteps to invest in Bitcoin, while PayPal's CEO has said they're not so quick to do that. I think if Twitter does it, you give it another 2 or 3 months, and the next thing you know, PayPal's going to be like, yeah, we're going to take a position for the company too, right? Well, while all of that is happening, we see that Barry Silbert from Grayscale says, you guys fight over figuring out what Bitcoin is. We've already put our flag on the moon with that. And while you're trying to figure that out, Grayscale purchases 52,730 Ethereum tokens in 24 hours. Come on in. Yeah, that's getting the job done right there. Yeah, and if you hear any background noise, that is the local garbage trucks running through, and they're just making a lot of noise this morning, I guess. But nevertheless, we appreciate everything they do. JP Morgan, this is coming from the block, will offer Bitcoin trading if there's a client demand, says COO. Oh, you don't say, Danielle Pinto. Well, you know, there was a time not long ago, for those who've been in this space for any length of time, JP Morgan said he would fire anybody working for him that was dealing with Bitcoin. And now look at how quickly the tide has turned, right? They're seeing the Galaxy Digital. They're seeing the Grayscales out here cleaning up. They're seeing the massive corporations like Tesla and others, investment funds from the legacy conventional markets, take a position in crypto and Bitcoin, and it is now being heard loud and clear. Now take a look at this. This moves into the central bank digital currency side of things, because in order to get all of this really functioning at a very smooth, ubiquitous experience for the consumer to consumer or business to consumer, or however you want to use it, you're going to need a nice on and off ramp that is trusted by everyone. And now we're talking about central bank digital currencies. Following initial discussions with the Bank of Canada, 4 top universities have submitted design proposals for a central bank digital currency. Interesting. Getting closer. Here we see another step closer in that direction. CEO Dan Schulman reiterated PayPal's intentions to take a deeper dive into crypto on today's investors call that includes positioning, listen, PayPal's wallets as digital wallet for global central bank digital currencies. Well, I'll be damned. I think this may help Dan make up his mind whether the company itself, PayPal, takes a position as Tesla did. I'll be looking for that article, Dan. And here's a reminder of how it all fits, okay?
I mean, certainly we do know of central banks looking at the XRP ledger as open source technology to issue stablecoins using the XRP ledger.
That's Brad Garlinghouse back in November of 2020 telling us that the central banks are looking to issue the stablecoins for their country's money on the XRP ledger open source technology. And here's an example of PayPal getting ready to prepare the wallets at PayPal to receive exactly that. Well, it goes one step further, because you say to yourself, you know, well, Brad, listen, I get the enthusiasm, but that was PayPal saying they're preparing for CBDCs. Brad said banks are looking at launching and issuing CBDCs. How does PayPal fit in? Oh, I'm about to show you, because this is from back in June 2020, and the video and the hearing, I believe, was even from before that. I think that was back in December or something of 19 or 20. So let's check this out right here. And this is Dr. Ahmed, or Mr. Ahmed, from PayPal. And listen to what he says they could be using as a solution back end right now for low value payments.
I would just note that, for the kind of core banking architecture, I think there would probably be some changes needed in terms of the Federal Reserve System. But for, smaller valuation or smaller amount payments, I think you already are seeing some blockchain-based systems being created that enable the movement of money. So I think there are examples out there. We talked about XRP or others that kind of...
Well, there it is. XRP or others. That's Mr. Ahmed from PayPal. Yeah. Same guy. I'm telling you, this is amazing. So it just keeps getting bigger. You see, everything in my eyes is being set up right now. All the market infrastructure that was back end, all these non-disclosure agreements are burning off, and you're seeing these companies and corporations and products and services positioning themselves and getting in place for what I see is the introduction of a new asset class, while U.S. residents and U.S. retail investors are being restricted and handicapped from getting the asset. Now, this is a analyst that says XRP is poised to pop and outperform Bitcoin. Here's his new target. Just looking at this briefly before we go into the next news here, the target is basically 20 to 30 bucks. The analyst now believes XRP potential is capped at $10 as long as the lawsuit is ongoing. But aside from that, if they get the clarity they need, the person is seeing Credible Crypto is seeing a bullish opinion for XRP numerous times over, and we're looking at a $20 to $30 XRP from Credible Crypto should we get the lawsuit clarity out of the way. And that's what he's told his 113,100 followers. And this is pretty remarkable. So, and I think about outpacing it. I think it could be the references in percentage growth, right? So we will keep an eye on that. Now, for me, I think that's amazing. And I love that news. I would love to see $10, $20, $30 XRP. But I am here for 4 and 5 digits per token of XRP. And I certainly believe it can go 10,000 and beyond at some point. And here is the document from January 2020 from the World Economic Forum. If you've been on this channel any length of time, you know that I've shown this many times. On page 17, they cited last January that the crypto asset designed for inter and intrabank payments and settlement for wholesale CBDCs for the central banking system. The examples are JPM coin and XRP. It's right there, right? Well, there's a new World Economic Forum document out from the recent one here we had, December 2020 and the January 2020 meeting. Look at this. This is crypto. What is it good for? An overview of cryptocurrency use cases. It goes down the list of many different tokens here in the contents, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple being one of them. I wish they said XRP. But nevertheless, they do cover the company and the token. And here's the forward. And one of the things I wanted to point out in this forward is simply a very simple sentence that I wanted to show you here. Let me see. Cryptocurrencies have reached a point of inevitability. They're here, folks. They're here. They ain't going anywhere. In fact, it's getting bigger. And if you look at this, if we scroll down here, let's see. Let me go through here. It goes through and breaks down the different tokens, and you're going to love what they say about Ripple and XRP. This is the Ripple overview. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but I am going to go down to project goals here, and it says right here, as they break this down, Ripple's primary goal is to enable payments everywhere, every way, for everyone. Using blockchain and digital assets, the company is focused on using XRP specifically to address a $10 trillion problem, trapped capital that is required for cross-border payments. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. And you know what? So is Naveen Gupta, because he's going to tell you about how they're here to make a dent in the universe or just go away. And that's where I'm at. Zero here, baby. Let's check it out.
What is the next move, on Ripple's roadmap, in your opinion? to put you on the spot here.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room, is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe.
There you go. He goes on to talk about a $155 trillion problem, much bigger than the $10 trillion problem being cited by the World Economic Forum in their overview. However, regardless, the point I'm making is that's the end goal, and that's where I'm at. This is not financial advice, but I have been stacking my pennies next to their dollars since day one when I got into this space. That's how I do it personally myself. That's the goal I'm looking to see achieved right there. Now, I love all the gains and I love the market moving. It gets me excited. But at the end of the day, I feel like when we get through the clarity, they drop a unified framework. I feel like that will be what opens the door to reveal that XRP can be an asset that can serve the world as a bridge currency for settlement. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Share with somebody you know and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Make sure you check out all the links in the description box and the comment section for any products or services that you may want or need. They are trusted, vetted links. And by the way, if you haven't done your taxes, Clinton Donnelly, the crypto tax fixer, the link is in the description box and the comment section. Make sure you check it out. I'll catch all of you on the next one.